Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talking Technology with RT3. My name is Karen Edwards, and joining me for today's conversation is Brad Strawbridge from Capital City Roofing. Brad, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we are going to be talking a lot about AI in this short conversation, but go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody out there and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Brad Strawbridge. I'm the founder and CEO of Capital City Roofing, and the co-founder and CEO of BuilderLink, which is a contractor technology platform. And so AI and roofing. Those are like my two favorite things, and so it literally. And so I've figured out how to put them both together pretty well.
Yeah, so you're pretty much running your roofing business using AI agents. I'm curious, what's the first AI use case that really delivered value for you?
Yeah, great question. So for us, the first place that AI, because there's a lot of hype in AI, right? And then there are some really good practical use cases that are fairly easy to implement. And for us, it was speed to lead, so lead response, and then customer communication, follow up, nurturing sequences. Because in roofing, and especially in the residential roofing industry, which is we're about 75% residential, speed matters a lot, right? Homeowner fills out a form on your website or calls, your number after hours, responds to a Facebook ad, whatever the case may be, right? And if they don't have somebody respond to them quickly, they're either going to lose the interest, or your competitor, who is leveraging technology and automations and AI, they're going to respond, and they're gonna get that deal. So that would be the number one thing for us, and the first thing that we kind of rolled out.
Yeah, yeah. So where do you think roofing contractors get AI wrong?
So I think one of the ways they get it wrong is they're kind of afraid or apprehensive or skeptical, or think it's hard to learn, because it's not. So the advice that I would give, as far as what do they get wrong, is, I guess, maybe perception or attitude toward AI. Because the fact of the matter is if if you don't figure it out, you don't really kind of wrap your hands around this, you're going to get left behind, because it's moving fast. And the way that it really enriches and delivers a better customer experience, it's night and day. Because that's another common misconception too, right? It's like, oh, my customers, they like me, they want to talk to people and stuff. Yeah, and they do, don't get me wrong. But they also want to be followed up on in a reasonable time frame, updated, kept in the loop, responded to quickly. And contractors are busy. Like,
Yeah.
to give the type of customer service that a customer really deserves, it's almost impossible unless you have an exorbitant amount of overhead, right? Or you leverage AI.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk about what surprised you the most. Is there an area where AI did way better than you thought it would, or maybe I shouldn't be using AI for this?
So I guess what kind of surprised me the most, and what surprised me first really, was how good that AI became at the highly repetitive customer facing conversations, and how it could retain memory and learn on a memory retrieval system to get better and pick up conversations with customers almost like a human would, because you pick up where you left off because you have memories of these past conversations. That kind of blew my mind, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we started doing that, and it's moving at the speed of light. So if anybody ever tells you they're an AI expert, run because they're full of it, because there's no such thing, because it literally it changes so quickly. And now, we see agents that not only have memories, right, but now they can make decisions based on those memories and take action on your behalf, right? Mind blowing, right? I mean, they're real, they're real employees. They're becoming real employees.
Wow. Yeah, because the more I know that when I'm using AI, it remembers from, what I've asked of it before. And because I've asked it a similar thing and it says, oh, well, last time, we did this, this, and this. Do you want this to be similar? And I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, this is a little scary. Um, so you said they're becoming like real employees. So some contractors worry and people are worried that AI is going to replace people. So how do you see AI maybe instead of replacing people, changing the roles of folks in the office?
Yeah. So I don't think the biggest story is AI replacing roofing employees, right? I think the bigger story is AI changing what we pay people to spend their time doing, right? A salesperson shouldn't be spending hours typing notes in their CRM, right? Building routine follow up messages, searching through files, manually preparing information that a automation or an AI agent can do, right? And so their highest kind of value activities, revenue producing activities, that the activities that only people can do, right? Building
Hmm.
trust, diagnosing customers' problems, educating the client, negotiating, closing. These things are what people need to be doing, right? And the same thing applies to office staff, right? So instead of kind of spending their time, moving information from one system to another, or just data entry, just the repetitive data entry type tasks. Now, instead of doing that, they can manage the exceptions. They can
Right.
improve the customer experience. They can solve the problem, because we go from data collectors to actually being able to leverage that data that we have collected and have time to analyze it and figure out what actions to take on it. And then the people. I was talking to I can't remember who I was talking to this about, someone recently. The people that learn how to use AI, they're going to be like superheroes, right? And those people are going to be able to command a much higher salary. Um, and that's where I think the narrative needs to shift from, oh, AI is taking things away, to, well, AI is going to give unique opportunities to those who learn how to use it.
Right. And most everyone who is using Microsoft Office has Copilot as part of their subscription package. So whether you know it or not, you have that AI tool right there. And AI will even, you can ask AI, here's what I want to do. How can you best help me do this? And it kind of helps you learn, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. So, what do you think if you get out your crystal ball, right? Because you said nobody's an expert and it's changing every day. But what are some things that you think roofing companies are going to be doing with AI 2, 3, 4 years from now that just seem impossible today?
So I can tell you, I can tell you what we're working on right now.
Ooh,
Is a largely autonomous roofing operating system. Imagine if a homeowner, raises their hand, AI immediately engages them, right? Identifies the property, pulls property data, pulls imaging, generates an initial roof measurement, evaluates the likely scope, qualifies the opportunity, schedules the inspection, and gives a salesperson a complete briefing with enriched data before they ever arrive to that appointment, right? And then take it a step further to where if you're a consumer like me who has limited time, if I can buy it virtually, I will. I can't tell you the last time I've been to a store, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
it's so true. Hello, Amazon.
So what if, and not what if, we're building it right now. We can dispatch autonomous drones at night with infrared and LiDAR that measures a roof, has leak detection, and we have really, really good estimating protocols in place to deliver an estimate that we stand behind. And now that person can boop, click and add to cart, right?
Yeah.
And we dispatch a crew, we get it done, our project manager goes out there. But really, and then eventually my vision is I'll have a kind of like an AI clone that will sit on a Zoom call just like this and sell you that roof, explain it to you, overcome your objections, make you feel good about it, build trust with you. That's where we're headed. So, and that's what the capabilities are and will evolve to be even better in the next 3 years for sure.
So when we all say, "Oh, I'm so busy. I wish I could have a clone." Well, now you can. Right? Wow. Brad, thank you so much for being here and sharing your knowledge with everybody. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure
Yeah, thanks
anytime.
everybody. We're coming to you every Friday live on LinkedIn. So join us next week for a special guest and a new conversation. We'll see you next time. Bye.